Good morning, Pisces. Welcome. This is Glamour Spell Tarot, and this is going to be your reading for September 2020 for love and relationships. Keep in mind that the energies can be interchangeable or vice versa, and make sure to take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. I'm going to use the Akashic Tarot, more like oracle cards. We are going to pick up overall energy for this reading, and then I am going to use the Starman Tarot. Okay, so the first card that came out is Sangha, community. I feel that you are coming together with helpful people, maybe with family, with friends, with your soul tribe, with like-minded individuals, sitting together, exchanging ideas, having this beautiful flow of ideas, of concepts. You receive a lot of support from the ones around. Maybe you go and ask for advice, or maybe you have been asked to give your opinion on a topic, or to give advice. There are a lot of symbols in this card for a lot of religions, okay? For a lot of types of confessions. So you have a Buddha here, you have an Egyptian symbol here, you have the Star of David. This could also be a search for spirituality, okay? You feel the need to believe in a higher power. You open yourself up to believing in a higher power. You try to understand the world from that perspective, okay? So this could be going to a church, or sitting together with whatever type of church it is, or to the temple, or whatever, right? But I feel there is a deep need for spirituality, moving towards understanding better your spirituality, building a connection with the higher power. Eight of Roses. Roses in this deck is all about emotions. It's about how you feel rather than how you think. Eight is the symbol of infinity. It's a divine symbol. It's a very lucky number in the Eastern cultures, Asians, and so on and so forth. Yeah. I could feel that there is this need for spirituality, because you're trying to balance yourself out. You're trying to step into your power. You are trying to feel stronger. You are trying to feel good with who you are, the way you are. We often go through life, and no matter the masks that we use to show the people around us, right? We often don't feel good about who we are. So this is where there is a need for balance. It's not enough to, many times, many times, I would enter a room, I would meet new people, people would genuinely like me. In the past, because I was wearing these masks that would make me attractive or pleasant, but in time I kind of dropped those masks, because I was like, what's the point? If people don't know the real me, they don't know me, right? So I would drop those masks, and I would be the person I am, and then I would say the things I want to say, the way I want to say them. And I discovered that people actually like me for the person I really am. And that's okay, because it's honest, because it's true. And the ones that don't like me for who I am, well, they can go fuck off. Honestly, what do you want me to tell you? So the King of Forces, you look here, you have the wolf, and then you have the rabbit, which are natural enemies. You have here the sky with this nebula, beautiful, collection of stars. Then you have this river here. He's sitting in between worlds. He's bringing balance to two different worlds, this individual. He's making natural enemies stay calm together. This is a symbol of power. This is stepping into your power. In this deck, the suit of forces is all related to spirituality, to the divine. To me, the King of Forces is an individual that went through the steps, did the right things that he had to do in order to grow, in order to feel good with the person that he is. Well, winged messengers. So we have here two chairs, a table, but if you look closely at this table, you will see a teacup or a coffee cup or whatever that is that has been spilled. It's a teacup because you have a teapot, sorry. That has been spilled. It feels like someone left in a hurry. And there are two types of messages that are coming in. A message from the angels with a dove, a very soothing message, a message of peace. When you see the dove is a symbol of peace. But then you have this hawk or eagle or whatever it is. I'm not very good with birds, guys. That is bringing another type of message. And I feel this was the message of conflict that made someone leave in a hurry. But there is going to be a peaceful resolution. All of this was meant to be like this. All of this was meant to be like this. So I feel that in September you need to wait to expect two types of messages that are coming in. And maybe the one is going to feel like is the one that is not positive, right? It's going to feel like it's the end of the world. What am I going to do? Maybe you're taking a journey somewhere. Maybe you extract yourself from the social circles or from a situation that you are in, or because you need time to think. You need time to think. But then it's going to be whatever is going to be at the end of the day. There is a peaceful resolution coming your way, and this is guided by the angels. This is meant to be like this. If there was conflict, it was meant to be because you had to extract yourself from a situation that was no longer serving you. That was no longer serving you. That wasn't for your highest good. But then rest assured that there is a plan for you. And maybe this is why you come together with helpful people. Maybe this is what actually makes you step into your power and reconsider the person that you are today. Reconsider how you have been doing things so far and what's working and what's actually not working for you. I like these messages. I feel they are very strong, very powerful messages. Let's move on to the tarot and see what comes out. I've cleansed the energies earlier. I actually felt like doing that. I also used this deck yesterday for a private reading. It's funny because sometimes I only do private readings to people I know. So, and I enjoy the face-to-face interaction. I didn't yet make a decision if I'm ever going to offer for you guys this type of private readings. My schedule is a little bit all over the place, and that's a big commitment I have to make. In a way, I would love to have the ability to help more people with the messages that come through. But from another perspective, for example, the private reading I did yesterday, the person was asking for a specific topic, but the messages that were coming were deeper spiritual messages that were for her higher good. So I'm not sure she was very happy about it. The Hierophant. I was telling you, there is a higher power at play here. This is part of your destiny. This is guided. This can also be a card that speaks about tradition, speaks about structures, could speak about a marriage, if you are married. But overall, you look at this image, he seems like an alien god. He has the scepter here, he has the lamp. We are all the lambs of God, right? I'm surprised how many Christian symbols I know, actually. I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. I believe in a higher power and so on and so forth. But I don't really follow any of the books. But because we learned in school, I'm a Christian Orthodox. And because we learned in school all of these things, at times I'm surprised. I'm like, how do you know so many things? You remember so many things. So yeah, there is a higher power at play here. Whatever is happening at this point in your life, whatever is going to happen throughout September, this is divinely guided. Well, also you guys need to keep in mind that the timing is fluid, right? There are no times in the universe. So you might find this reading maybe next year in September and you might resonate with it. You might find it in December and you might resonate with it at that moment in time. Also, we are not all at the same milestone on our life path. So you guys just please make sure to know that. The Hierophant. Let's see what the higher power is expecting from you. Let's see what the higher power is expecting from you. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a card of manifestation. You have planted your seeds. You have manifested the things that you want in your life. And you are waiting for them to happen. You are waiting for them to grow. If you look closely at this individual here has planted a rose, I think. Yeah, it looks like a rose. In a crack with lava. And he has created a little ecosystem here for this little rose. It has like its own cloud and is being watered and he's feeding it. And because each and every one of us, we represent a little ecosystem with our home, with our friends, with our family. That becomes our whole world. Unless you travel, unless you move around, unless you make a concerted effort to meet new people. Okay? But if you would look back here, there is like a huge tree growing and it leads to a castle, to a crystal palace. It leads to this crystal palace. So what we need to understand is that the efforts that we make, and it's normal, it's logical. We wish for something, right? And then we work on it. It's normal to be like that. We have to work in order to achieve our goals. But what I feel here is that the higher power is supporting your goals, is helping you grow this. You might not see it, you might not be aware of it. Maybe events are happening. It's like, how is that even possible? Because I didn't think it was possible. Well, that's your destiny. That's the higher power at play. That's the higher power helping you in this. You choose to believe or not. That's a personal decision. But clearly there is something bigger than us out there. However, whichever form it takes, Prince of Cups. This is an offer of love coming your way, or you are making this offer of love to someone. This could be a potential engagement. You look at this guy here, he's rushing in on that catfish type of thing, or whatever that is. He's bringing this cup with a letter. Remember this letter? Maybe whatever was happening here was meant to fail, was meant not to last, because you actually have a better offer coming your way. A cup of pure energy, of pure love. Someone rushing in to bring you this. Something that is meant to last for the rest of your life. Till the end of time. How I look at this individual, he's rushing in. He wants it now. He's offering this now. Are you going to take it or leave it? It's going to be unexpected, but I feel this is something you have wished for a while. Roses, remember I was telling you here with the Seven of Pentacles, this guy has planted a rose and he's trying to grow it. Roses are a symbol for romance, for love. You have been wishing for this. Maybe you have been praying for this. The Prince of Cups to me is can be an engagement, can be taking things to the next level. Taking things to the next level. But someone had to heal in all of this. Someone had to heal a broken heart. The Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is a broken heart, right? Someone had to rebalance themselves. Someone actually had to rebalance their energies, had to understand themselves better, had to become one with the universal energy, had to connect. But look at him, how he's holding those swords in perfect balance. He had to gain truth, he had to gain enlightenment. Look at the third eye chakra opened. Also, here, this is trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. Here you have a compass. Which way do I go? What's my true north? What's next? Where does my journey take me? Beautiful energies. I always tell you this. Every time we get out of a relationship, and it ended for one reason or the other, there is a time of healing. I didn't do that in the past. I would jump from one relationship to the other, hoping that the next person is going to heal me and I'm going to feel better, and then same type of events would happen and I wouldn't understand why, and then it took me a while to understand that, okay, fine, those people weren't meant for me. That's one thing. But the other side of the coin to that is that I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. And I didn't understand that I had to heal first in order to be able to have a successful relationship, in order to be able to be with someone. Let me rearrange this, guys. My OCD is popping up right now. The Queen of Pentacles. You might be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this is someone, that anyone can take this energy at the end of the day. It could be you. It could be you stepping into this energy, someone who's very abundant, someone who is very stable, very grounded, someone with whom you can grow, you have the opportunity to grow with. Maybe this is the person you have been manifesting. This is someone who's very nurturing, creating new life. Or you have lived past lives with this person. I guess you guys know that the structure of our DNA, right, holds a lot from our ancestors. And if you believe in past lives, it could be transmitted one way or the other. Maybe through the true essence of our soul. She's growing something. It's the time of harvest. I see a pumpkin here. This makes me think that it's something related to, maybe the timeline for this is something happening towards the end of October. Something happening towards the end of October. She creates, she grows, she's stable. This is a very desirable type of energy, either to accept it to your life or to become this. To become this. She invests in the people that she's taking to love. I was telling you earlier about the Three of Swords. This is the healing I was talking about. You had to heal from this. You had to heal from this because there was a lot of pain. There was a lot of heartbreak. Maybe you have been with someone who has been wearing a false mask. Someone who has been lying to you. Someone that you wanted to believe that they love you. Look at this. This is like drawn heart. But this person didn't really have a heart. Or wasn't ready to give you their heart. Or wasn't willing. And when this individual here discovered the truth, he's like, now what? Now how am I going to create a new life? Because I want to create a new life. The element of healing after the heartbreak. The element of healing after lies, after deception. Healing. I think this is one of the most interesting and powerful concepts I have learned through my own journey. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is an element of confusion. What am I going to choose? How am I going to build this new life? Because you have an embryo here. This is an individual that wants to build a new life, wants to build a new life after a lot of heartbreak. But it's like, how am I going to do this? But don't forget, the higher power is here. The higher power is here to help you, to support you, to help you get balanced. You have helpful people around you that you can go to ask for an opinion, not necessarily advice, but ask for an opinion. What should I do next? How should I do things next? What would work for me? What do you think would work for me? Because you want to choose the right thing. Do you want to choose the goal? Do you want to choose the love? Do you want to choose emotional fulfillment? Do you want to choose spirituality? What are you going to choose? What is your new life going to be comprised of? What are you going to include in your new life? What does it deserve to say? What has to go? But until you heal and until you understand yourself better, it's always going to be confusion. We always want to do things quick. We want to get over the pain quick. It is the way our society works today. Everything is in a rush. And we kind of don't take our time to heal. Five of Swords. There has been a lot of conflict. There has been a lot of conflict. There have been a lot of battles. It has been a tough journey. It wasn't an easy journey. And you want to make this offer of love, but you don't know how. You don't know how. Because you don't want this conflict. You don't want the pain anymore. This could be inner conflict as well, because he seems to be fighting his own demons. Feelings of unworthiness. Feeling unworthy. Feeling that you're not good enough. Hence why the confusion. But until you will know you are enough, that you are good enough, you won't get rid of the confusion. And you won't be able to be in your power. Maybe also the other person is struggling with the same things. Maybe the other person is struggling with the same things. In general, we tend to mirror the people that enter in our lives at a certain moment in time. But I feel if you're going to reach out to the community, if you are going to ask the higher power for help, you're going to receive it. Because happiness is a birthright. Peace, calm, content, they're all birthrights. We need the strength. You could be dealing with a Leo or someone with strong Leo in the chart. You need strength. You need strength to go through this journey. It's not an easy process. It's not something that comes naturally. You look at her In order for her to tame these lions, she lost an arm. She did lose an arm, but they are tamed all right. So there is an element of sacrifice. We all get hurt just by living life. It's part of life. It's part of life. You need strength to cure a broken heart. You need strength to dissipate the confusion. You need strength to deal with the inner conflict and deal with the battles you had to fight. When you go to war, you're going to be scarred. No one comes back from war without being scarred. Mentally, physically. Conflict takes a toll on us. But conflict is part of life. It's how it is. You can try to change that, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work. You need strength. You need strength for the steps that you are about to take. And maybe this is what's being tested for you. And you need to make a decision because at this point in time you're at a stalemate. And it's tearing you apart. You need to decide clearly what you want. Because at this point in time it's tearing you apart. You feel stuck. Your heart wants something, your mind wants something else. And you need the strength. Which road are you going to take? In which direction are you going to go? You have a snake, you have a black pearl. What are you going to choose? You want this reunion with a true soulmate. You really want it. Because it's part of your destiny. It's part of your destiny. It's what you dream of. It's what you have always wished for. Maybe you have seen your life in a certain way. And you thought this is the way it has to be. But you are discovering that's not it. That's not it. But this month, this is the Hermit card. This month you are going within in order to gain enlightenment. To understand yourself better. In a time of solitude, you are going to understand who you truly are and what you truly want. The hermit goes within. The hermit extracts himself or herself from the social life in order to spend time in solitude and spend time with themselves. Spend time with themselves. What do you really want, Pisces? What do you really want? This is a card for Virgo. So again, something happening during September. Between now and maybe the end of Virgo season. Okay, Pisces, this is all I had for you for September 2020. Please drop me a comment below and let me know how you have resonated with this reading. As usual, I would be super grateful if you guys drop the like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to check the community tab because every now and then I go live. I actually had a first live session a few days ago. It was interesting. I had to fight my own emotions and I had to fight my own fears. But I kind of liked it, so I'm going to do more of that. So yeah, that's all I had for you. Love and light.